back subscribers, and hello YouTube viewers. On this occasion, this is sort of the closest railway station to where we're staying in Ičići. And this one, I'll have to spin it around so I can look at the sign, is the Opatija-Matulji, or something similar to that. I can't get the ULJI organised in my mouth when I pronounce it. But I'll swing the camera around. I'll show you what the station looks like. It's dawn, the sun's come up, so half of the area is in shade and the other half is as the sun makes its way up. So I thought this would be quite spectacular if I get the drone up. It is an active station. There are a lot of school kids that have just left, and I've missed the train coming and going, so it would have been good to see that. So I'm not sure when the next train's going to come, but I just thought I'd show you. This is just it's not really a suburban railway station, but a station that's not quite country either. I wouldn't even know what you call it. It's very close to the coast. It has a large population here, and it looks like a nice homely sort of station. And the reason I'm doing these stations is it gives you a better understanding of how the railway system works here, I guess, to a certain degree, the infrastructure that's involved with the railway stations, and also those who might have lived here, visited here, or had family or friends that once resided here, or have visited here themselves, and you thought, well, hang on, let's have a closer look at that railway station. It is a railway station that people come to from Zagreb, from my understanding, and then they can make their way to the seaside, so to speak. It's not too far. It's 10 minutes away from where I am. So if you've watched the earlier and pretty much the introduction video to me arriving here, so it's a 10-minute drive. That was it. So that's not too bad. But I'll show you around. I'll spin the camera around. Enough of looking at me. It is a bit windy, so I'm not sure how the drone's going to go, but it's another spectacular day. As you can see in the background, the skies are blue. A few clouds about. It is a bit windy, and that normally buzzes off. So it's just after 7 in the morning, and once again, I have the the drama of suffering from insomnia, and it is what it is. So I get up early, and it's no big deal. I've been doing this for a long enough time, so it doesn't bother me at all. But it also gives me the opportunity to get out and explore a little bit more the local area, or go for a bit of a walk. All right, well, enough of me. I'll spin the camera around. I'll show you this little station. So as you can see, the sun really is poking its head through. It's going to be a spectacular day, we hope. So we're coming up to what I'm calling the railway sheds for storage, and maybe to transport goods. Back in the day, I'm not sure if they do that anymore here. This looks like a carriage used to do maintenance on the tracks, maybe to remove any foliage, or even because they do go through the mountainside. And as I spin the camera around, as you can see, it's not that they have like little avalanches or rock falls or whatever, but they do get the odd stones that do fall off, come a little bit too close to the tracks, and then they do their maintenance. But as you can see, it's a beauty of the station, and if you can pronounce the name of the station, you've done well. I'm still struggling with certain combinations of letters when they get together. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but it's one of those learning exercises. The more often I try, hopefully the better I'll get. So they make an attempt to always have some sort of little garden. Directly opposite is some sort of little cafe. It's not quite a restaurant. They're calling it a cafe, so we'll stick with cafe. But I do like the garden. There's a fresh water tap, which we'll have a closer look. But we'll just get an overview of the railway station. Now, once again, I think we've learnt that in Europe, for those who haven't been here, the WC, I think it refers to water closet, but basically it's the toilets. So whatever you see at WC, that's where you can do the business, so to speak. Once again, I would say that this back half would have been a refreshment sort of area for back in the day when the trains were on steam, and you'd come through with your commuters, travellers, tourists, and they'd be able to get a bite of eat back in the day here. Just no difference to some of the country railway stations in Victoria that we're all aware of, that hopefully if you're a subscriber you would have seen, where they would have quite elaborate sort of refreshment rooms to feed the commuting public. So a little bit further down here we have something else. Is this where the workers would reside? Not sure. But it really does. You can see why Croatia does become a great location for World War II, World War I, or even pre-World War I and II films. Unusual sound by the bird life. Is it open? No. Well, it does look like something for staff. There is a an old-fashioned clock in there. And this is just another example how they've really got to dig into the cliff to gain any access or extension of property. Yeah, it's going to be a great morning again. The sky's now clear of all clouds. It's just blue, which is just lovely. So here's your bathrooms, I don't think. Oh, look at this. So if you do want to go to the bathroom, you can get the key from the office. And I think people have come here. I'll just zoom in a bit. Been a little bit impatient, thought, oh, bugger that, I'll just get a hole here, I'll crawl through. We won't do that. And I don't need the key, so I don't need to ask to use the bathroom. So that's quite interesting. So I'm not sure which one's which. But how old is that? How old's the sign? Wow. So that's pretty cool. I wonder if this side's open. I'm not sure why they'd lock it. Yeah, they lock it for some reason. There doesn't appear to be any graffiti or vandalism. And once again, I do sort of like these sort of things. That's just a concrete sort of mould. And more than not, a whole bunch of them was sent to each station back in the day and set up their greenery along the side. Now, I could be wrong. If you look at the clock, let me zoom in if I can. Now, the font on that reminds me of Rollerball, the movie. If that rings a bell. Or Clockwork Orange, if that rings a bell. So I'm not sure how old that is, or is it just an old style font even before those movies. I'm not sure, but that's what it reminds me of. So for some reason, I've got no idea why, but it just does. Especially the rollerball. If you remember, it was a rink where you'd go around on roller skates and also with a motorbike, and there'd be a ball spinning around, and it was very competitive and not the friendliest sport, but it is what it is. But yeah, for some reason, that's what's jumped into my mind when I see the digits on that clock. This is terrific. Unemployed access forbidden. Okay, so we can't go in there. So that's for staff only. So we won't go in there. It was nice and warm though, very toasty. So it was the staff, I could see that said not to go in, so we won't. There's your timetable. I do like the signs. Very simple. Nothing too fancy. Then you've got this thing where it's got PTO, Turtuff. That's right into the actual cliff. Look at that. Wow. No idea what's in there. That's pretty cool. So this is the back of the railway station. They got their palm trees, which is pretty good. I like that. Hopefully they'll grow. It'll be just lovely. All right. So here's another view of the railway station, the back of. Not sure if you can or can't go here. There's no suggestion that you can't. Just lovely. Another big sort of, not sure what's in there. I'll have a look to see what that word actually means. And if I remember when I'm editing this, I'll put the English translation underneath it. It's a great old station. So just some more kids making their way to school. It looks like they have to cross the tracks here. And the school is obviously down in the gully to their left. I think once I get the drone up, you'll see where the station sits in the hillside. Okay, now that the drone is up and away, I can do some research and I can also practice how to pronounce the railway station correctly. So I have done a bit of research and this is what we've discovered. The Opatija-Matulji railway station is extremely important to Opatija and the entire region because it's over 150-year history, and without it, there likely wouldn't have been a tourist boom on the Opatija Riviera as we see it today. Construction of the railway station began in 1870 and it was finished in 1873. It was officially opened on June the 25th, 1873, when the Primorsko-goranska railway line was put into service. The railway station building is designed in the neoclassical style and is protected as a Croatian cultural and historical monument. When the first train started arriving, Matulji gained importance as a key transport hub because of its proximity to Opatija. The Viennese bourgeoisie and nobility visited Opatija as their Riviera, calling it Vienna on the Sea, and enjoyed its mild climate, especially during winter when they disembarked at the station. Carriages and local servants were there to unload their belongings, and the first taxi service was established. During World War II, the station was a strategic location and still has its own shelter behind the station building, which was meant for station staff and the local people in case of a bombing. The station was attacked by a British bomber but was not hit. Instead, it struck a house nearby. At the same time, it had been noted that the Hungarians were enhancing the railway towards Rijeka and the Austrians towards Opatija. As World War II was coming to a close at the end of April and the beginning of May 1945, many liberation battles occurred, with the retreating Germans fighting to defend the station because they wanted to pull military equipment back to Germany from Rijeka. The partisans attacked the station at a strategic point where they'd aimed to cut off the line of retreat. So the Opatija-Matulji railway station has had a colourful history. So please enjoy the remaining aerial views of the railway station. So that's basically about it for this station. Opatija-Matulji. Matulji. I'm not sure how to pronounce it correctly, but it is what it is. If you did like the video, by all means click on the like button or the thumbs up icon. Please consider subscribing. Subscribing does not cost you 1 cent, but it really helps the channel immensely. But most importantly, stay safe, commute safe, and thank you for your time for watching.